Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. Today is another beautiful Wednesday. Same thing, today we're going to learn, we're going to laugh, and I'm going to try to make it easier for you to become your healthiest self. So stay tuned. Make sure you look for my podcasts every Wednesday on YouTube. And our special saying, love, learn, take control. Write that in your books again. Your notebooks, actually put the dates of what we're doing each time. And as usual, love, like, and subscribe and share so we can get to so many more people and teach them. And so many more people that I can learn from too. So last week we talked about dairy. And so how are you doing with dairy? Did you find things that have calcium in them? You know, comment below, let us know so we can share it with everybody. And what else? If you stopped eating the dairy, how are you feeling? Comment below and we'll discuss that also. Just remember there are so many topics coming in the next year or so from all the foods you eat. I'm going to teach you about circulation, you know, all these things I thought I knew, but studying again in the last 9 years, oh my goodness, we're going to learn about positivity. We're going to learn about oxidative stress. We're going to learn about GMO, organics versus not. We're going to learn about our immune system, our microbiome, and that's going to be next week. We're going to learn about fats. We're going to learn about which oils to cook with. We're going to learn about the common denominator in our ailments and our illnesses and diseases. I'm also going to have interviews with various people, with various subjects, because I don't want to learn everything about everything. So I want other people to share what they know too. And of course, always, every time, share your vision board as you get it made and tell us your story. We're so excited to learn about you. Comment below. Comment below. Also look for the links to my website coming pretty soon, and I'll be able to give you all my references. So love, like, and share. Thank you so much. All right. This is my theory of anti-aging. If you go to my website, I also have it in diagram form. It just kind of explains it, you know, just a little bit better because I talk a lot. So yeah, you guys know that already. And, you know, go to the website and then look everything up yourself. If you want a copy of things, I absolutely can give that to you. I'm not lying to you. This is just my theory. This is what I put together over the last 35/9 years. Register your email on my website also too, so I can send you information that you need. And like I said, if you find anything else about calcium, what we talked about last week, you know, what else did you find? And I'm getting my list together to be able to show you guys. So hello again. My name is Chatty Cathy. It's so nice to meet each and every one of you. Welcome to my theory, my passion, and I spell it P-A-Z-Z-I-O-N. Everything ends in a Z if you ask my friends. Let's go to the girls' night. Ends in a Z, absolutely. And this is my why. And basically all I did was come across this information, and I've came across products, and I researched and I practiced and I failed, and I met so many new people, so many beautiful people, and learned different perspectives and different visions. And then basically I just kind of put it all together. I put it together to make it easier for me to be healthy, make it easier for me to teach my friends and my families, and now to make it easier for you too. And it's just learning a few simple things and to make yourself healthier, and then your family's healthier, and then your friends healthier, and then the whole freaking world. Absolutely. My theory of anti-aging encompasses your whole body and all your energies too. So stay tuned. Again, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to my thoughts about the things that I put together over the last decade or so. It's so overwhelming thinking that I'm actually doing this after planning it for almost 2 years. It's exciting, it's scary, my heart's beating fast every time I get on camera for you guys, so just kind of bear with me. I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for all the love and support that you're giving me too. I've been helping people be healthy over the last 35 years. And that was in emergency medicine, EMT, paramedic, and then an RN in the emergency room. My podcast on me my story will be coming up probably at the end of March because there's other things that I want to get in. The main thing is that my audience has no age limit at all. I'm here to help the kids, the moms, the teenagers, the dads, the grandparents, the uncles and aunts. So get everybody in front of the camera. So get out those notebooks and put down the date today. And I'll give you some more things to write and more things to do. How about those negatives and positives? How are you doing with that? I want you to share those below, okay? About 10 years ago, I started noticing a trend, a change in my patients after being in one hospital for 25 years. It's not positive. It's bad. People are getting so unhealthy in the attempt to be the healthiest. It's a big cycle, almost always turning into a chronic state or turning into something else because of a disease or illness that you had already. Even though we, humans, and I'm going to say for the most part Americans, because it's just now getting over there, even though we're at the top of the food chain, we're at the top of the survival chain, we're at the top of the adaptive chain. Survival means survival of the fittest? No, it means survival of the most adaptive. We humans are stepping back. We are blaming other people. We do not take responsibility. And now it is affecting our children. It is affecting our little children before even elementary school. And now I'm believing and I'm hoping and I'm actually meeting them that there are a lot more people with this other human side. The side that takes responsibility, the side that wants to be healthy, the side that wants to learn, the side with love, the side with thinking positive and ready for that change. And it's just a little change. And those little changes end up to be big changes. And like I said, then we can change the world to be a happier, healthier place. One thing that I do know that will help ease your mind, it'll help calm you down, decrease your anger, it'll decrease your anxiety, your frustrations, your stresses. It'll decrease your fears. It'll help you sleep better. It'll help you handle things better. You know what it is? Of course you know what it is. Change your input. Change your input. It's really that simple. Change your input so you're feeding your microbiome a little bit each time, and you learn along the way. That's how I'm doing it. Learn a little bit on the way. You should see me trying to tape all this stuff. Oh my goodness. And you got to say it's easy. You can't say, oh, I can't do this. It's going to be hard. It's going to be easy. Absolutely it is. And you have to have faith, and you have to work just a little bit every single day. And then you can, and then we can, like I keep saying, and I'm going to keep on saying, change the world. Absolutely. Chronic diseases and illnesses are no longer diseases considered age-related. What does that mean? That means that our children are getting adult onset diseases. Our little children in elementary school are getting high blood pressure, obesity, high cholesterol levels, type 2 diabetes, which is usually a diabetes that you get later on in life, secondary to your input and your lifestyle. And our little kids are getting it. Our little kids are getting a lot of psych problems and mental problems. And you know why? It's not genetics. Genetic is 3 to 10%, and that even has to do with cancer. It is our input, is what we're feeding them. Let's talk about our kids for a little while. 1 in 5 children ages 3 to 17 have a mental disorder. How many pills do you think that they're on? Subscribe below, comment below. Let us know what your thought on this is. 31.9% have anxiety disorders. Does your child? What medications are your children on? In the last decade, admissions to children's hospitals for the thoughts of suicide has nearly doubled. Our kids want to kill themselves because of what the food is actually doing to our brains. And yes, it does. I'm telling you, it does. In 2014, the incidence of children at the ages 10 to 19 getting type 2 diabetes, like I said, that's usually somebody older who gets it, rose about 30% because of our input, because of gaining weight with empty calories. 1 out of 3 children have a progressive illness called obesity. And the recent stats state that 1 in 3 children now are going to get diabetes type 2 in their lifetimes. 1 in 3. Age-related progressive diseases following us throughout our whole lifetimes and turning into other things, even short lifespans. Look up the recent stats. Those are from 2014. I wrote this a little while ago. Please look it up. Comment below. I'm not lying. I am not wrong. You will be astonished. You will be mad, but be happy now because I'm helping you. We are helping you. We're going to learn together. Comment below. I'm not going to cry. I've worked on the front lines for 35 years, over 35 years now, so I can teach you some things. I can show you, I can support you. When's the last time you took a CPR class? Everybody on my video channel should get a CPR class. Every single person should be responsible for that. I'm going to be here to support you on your journey to be healthier, to be happier. I am a registered nurse, but I'm also an entrepreneur now, and I'm starting the third half of my life. First half was growing up. Second half was emergency medicine for 35 years. And now for the next 80 years, I'm going to be teaching you about health and wellness. I call it Preprevention and anti-aging. I'm going to try to teach you, no, I will teach you about the human body and its potential. Your body wants to live. Watch my podcast soon and what your body actually does for you. I'm going to show you what the foods that you're eating are actually doing to your body, to your microbiome. I'm going to teach you how to decipher those food labels, those words at the bottom that you have no idea what they mean. Yes. Oh, my hair's falling down. That's not good. The direction in medicine that I've caught on to, and others as well, it's not just me anymore, is a very negative trend. My patients, I call you guys my babies, our children are getting sicker. Like I said, even before elementary school, with adult onset diseases. They're never going to make it to my son's age, which is 20 right now, without many diagnoses on their charts and many trials and errors of medications. Multiple diagnoses, multiple medications. Starting when they're just little, when they have no idea. All the signs and symptoms associated with disease kind of run together. Have you thought about it? Even you can add on the side effect of medication. Nausea, vomiting, stomach upset, headaches, cramps, constipation, aches and pains. You can't sleep at night. Your mood swings high and low, happy and sad. There's more. Write more. There's a common denominator to even the side effects. So shouldn't there be a comparable or related element or elements causing and helping our diseases and illnesses progress? And I need to start adding aging in there because that's what I teach, anti-aging, right? There has to be a common denominator in that also. But there is a common denominator to every single disease, illness, and aging. Cancer is not a disease. Diabetes is not a disease. High blood pressure is not a disease. Obesity is not a progressive disease. It is a side effect of a poor immune system. And where's your immune system? Didn't I tell you last week or the week before? I'm not sure. Remember? Your immune system. Rub your immune system, your microbiome. Absolutely. We need all aspects of our healthcare team, every part of it. But we also need to be the head honcho. We need to be the president. We need to be the alpha girl. We need to be the alpha boy. We need to be the leader. We need to learn ourselves how to be healthier and to help other people. We ourselves need to learn how to learn a different way now, instead of the same thing all over again, especially so we can help our children. And you know what? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm Chatty Cathy. Sorry about that. My hair actually did fall down. So this is my theory of anti-aging. I call it pre-prevention because it's before prevention. Prevention to me is trying to eat right, to exercise, trying to get good sleep at night, trying to be a positive person with positive energy. It's about getting your colonoscopies and your mammograms and your eyes checked and your skin checked and your teeth checked, getting your labs taken, visiting your doctor, taking your supplements, keeping your stress levels low, getting x-rays and CAT scans and MRIs. To me, like I said, that is prevention. I call it prevention because to me, it's trying to find something that is already there. And it's important. Find your doctors and get your preventative medicine. I'm so glad they added that in. Just trying to find something that is already there, right? Don't you think? Pre-prevention, that's what I teach. Pre-prevention is before prevention, way over here. Pre-prevention is building up your immune system so that your body functions at a younger, healthier age, right? Not prevention, but pre-prevention. My roommate said that there's no such word. Well, you know what? I made it up. I still haven't found it in any dictionary. I definitely made it up. So pre-prevention is what has come to me over the last 9-10 years. I didn't think about it at all during emergency medicine until I went through my midlife little hurdle. So for the last 9 to 10 years, I've been studying and researching, like I said, a different way of living. Nothing that I knew at all. I believe now that I am so well-rounded as far as pre-prevention, remember way over here, and healing and health. My oxidative stress levels have decreased, absolutely, because of a supplement that I take. My circulation is that of a young, healthy teenager because of things that I do to increase my circulation. And I'm talking about circulation in your capillaries, not in your great vessels. My blood is working like that of a young, healthy person, cleaning out toxins, having my digestive system ready for what I'm going to eat that day. And it's not always good. And the fuel that I eat for food is working up my good energy. It's building up my microbiome. And because of that, my microbiome is almost balanced. It's not all the way balanced, because every once in a while, right? So what's your little thing that you have to have all the time or every once in a while? Write it down below. Write it down in the comments. Absolutely. I don't know if I'm going to tell you mine. Every once in a while you have to. Please love, like, subscribe, and share too, because every time you do that, it lets other people listen to my messages so we can help a lot of people. And let me tell you, there's so many people out there, and to me, it feels like so little time. We age every second, and we grow until our mid-20s. So you grow till your mid-20s, and with modern medicine, we age and we die for how many years? So we grow to our mid-20s, and from our mid-20s to 80 to 100, that's how long it takes us to die, a little bit each time. And that's not being bad, it's not being mean, it's not morbid. But since we die for such a long time, how can we live and function productively? Some people say, I don't want to live to 100. Why not? If you're walking around playing in your garden, going to the beach, playing with your great-great-grandkids, absolutely. Did you know that the United States ranked 37 on the healthiest country list? 37. Americans actually have shorter functional lives. We have higher infant mortality rates. Look all these up, please. These are older statistics. But still, we have a higher incidence of disease and illness. We have a higher incidence of crimes than any other high-income nation. It's what's in our food. It's what our microbiome is telling us to eat. Once you start eating that way, guess who tells you what to eat next? Sometimes it's not you. Most of the time, it's not your fault, but you can change it. That's why I'm here. The way things that are moving now, this could be the first generation of kids that do not outlive their parents. Think about that. It's not that expensive to buy healthy vegetables. It's not that expensive to buy organic if you don't buy the other stuff. They're not going to outlive you. Maybe not. And you cannot blame others if it gets worse for you and your family once you learn some of the things or all the things that I have to teach you. There's not going to be any excuses after that. We need to do something now. I need to do something now. Because of the American diet, 1 out of 2 people have a serious sugar problem. There's sugar in everything. I added dog and cat food labels to my label lecture because they put high fructose corn syrup in your animal food. High sugar problems leads to diabetes. And diabetes is one of the leading causes of heart attacks and strokes. 4 out of 5 deaths are due to heart attack and stroke. 1 out of 3 people are now going to get cancer in their lifetime. And 1 out of 1.7 animals is going to get cancer in their lifetime. 7 out of 10 people have GI problems. And those are just the ones that report it. Most people just go to the store and get their Tums and their antacids and their constipation medicine. In 2017, the people who actually had autopsies showed that the #1 killer in the United States was overdosing on medications. And I'm not talking about the illegal medications, overdosing and medication problems. I'm talking about prescribed drugs. Listen to my podcast on medications coming up soon, and my vitamins and minerals and supplement podcasts. You might not need all that stuff. Make sure that you tell your doctor what you're doing too, what you're doing to make yourself healthy. Do not go off your medications at all. You have to plan this with your doctor after changing your lifestyle and balancing your microbiome, right? Loneliness across the Western world has increased about 300%. Being lonely and depressed is almost as bad as having an alcohol problem or even smoking. And now with what has happened over the last year with the COVID, more people being secluded in their homes, what is that number now? Look it up. Comment below. Somebody look it up and help me out. We are all in this together. Let us know. What's the percentage now? And a lot of people believe that they are alone and that they are the only one with the thoughts and the problems that they have. Believe me, my family, believe me, my new friends, you are not alone ever. There's somebody, and actually there's many people in the world that think almost exactly the same way you do and feel almost exactly the same way you do. Come forth. You're not alone. I got you. We got you. Please don't wait around. So what are the core problems and the similarities in every single disease, every single illness, and of our aging? The core problems. When we talk about exercise, and there'll be a podcast on that too, you got to take care of the core, which is in the center, your lifeline. I believe the future of medicine is pre-prevention. Not just preventative medicine, pre-prevention. I even have this on my desk. Pre-prevention. J.H. Tilden wrote, and I love this, health and disease cannot exist at the same time. Our body is the house that we live in. But every house divided against itself must fall. You can't have both. I have so many tidbits of informations and sayings and writings all over the place behind you guys. So I love those little things, and I'm so happy to share them with you. Health and wellness is the biggest emerging event in the last few years. I believe that soon aging is also going to be treated like a disease. The definition of aging, to me, and I forgot who wrote some of this too, but I added my stuff in. Of course I did. Of course I did. Aging is the decline in the efficiency of cellular function. I believe secondary to inflammation, free radical damage, which gives you the accumulation of oxidative stress. They go together. There's nothing that you can do about it. This is something that we all have. Watch my lecture on oxidative stress and free radicals coming soon. A poor circulation, and I'm not talking about the heart and great vessels. I'm talking about the capillaries, the most abundant, the most important blood vessel. Watch my podcast on circulation coming too. Decreased energy level also makes you age. And negative thoughts about many things. Whatever happens to our bodies because of that illness is what we treat with medications, we treat with therapies, we treat with more medications because of the side effects of the medications that we take already. Just remember that the medicine is a tool that fixes the side effects of your problems, the side effects that you're having because of your disease process. It's a vicious cycle, and it doesn't ever seem to end. It kind of leads into something else because you're not changing the core denominator. Nutrition focuses on our energy for our body's chemistry. Your input is how you get your energy. Depending on what you eat is how long your energy stays up there, right? Nutrition rules our immune system, our microbiome, absolutely. Medicine works on the body's chemistry to suppress the signs and symptoms of the disease process that you have, or the illness that you have, or whatever's going on at this point, right? If you want to really get down into it too, chemistry is actually controlled by physics. And what's physics? Physics is the movement of energy. So how deep do you guys want to go to learn how to be healthy? Don't worry, we're just doing the few things now. Eventually, there'll be an energy podcast in the future. Absolutely. So let's talk about money now. How much are you paying for healthcare? You do not need to comment that below. I just got my Cobra one in. $550 a month just for me. We're not going to do your son anymore. How much do you pay for supplements and sprays and creams and diets to help you lose weight and help you be healthy? How has 2021 started for you? Your New Year's resolutions doing good? It's February. Write them down below. Definitely comment that. Western medicine has shown and proven many times over that a diagnosis of a disease is labeled by putting together the side effects of the things that you tell your doctor that is happening to you. A diagnosis or a disease is labeled with a diagnosis by telling the doctors of the symptoms that you get, and that includes your blood tests and your x-rays and stuff like that too. Then you get the diagnosis, and that diagnosis gives you a protocol, so it shows the caregivers and your doctors a pathway to treat those symptoms or those side effects of the diseases and illness that you're getting. Do you understand? You have these diseases and illness, these side effects, which give you this disease, and that disease, you're supposed to do that. But the main thing is that we are not getting to the core of the problem. Medicine kicks butt, let me tell you. There's new information, there's new studies, there's new brilliant things that come out all the time to try to help people be healthy. The medical fields all kick ass, and they're needed, especially the emergency room. And I want to give a big shout out to my emergency room people. I love you guys. I miss you guys so much. It's been over a month now since I've been retired, but I miss you guys so much. Hopefully you're listening to me now. But treating a diagnosis is a matter of statistics. We are programmed to go with the numbers and the protocols. If you have this disease at this age and you're this gender with other problems written down, then this is what you do. Remember, a doctor is actually a teacher in Latin, but they don't teach very much. They don't have time. They're so busy. What they do, this is your diagnosis, this is your symptoms and side effects. Here you go. This is what you get. They prescribe. But that's the way that they're trained, though. That is the way of American medicine. So think about this again. Cancer is not a disease. It is a symptom of something wrong. It is a symptom of a problem with your immune system. I want to say that so many times too, so don't get upset with me. 90% of all cancer cases are either preventable or treatable. Yet people are dying and people are suffering every single day. Chronic pain, that's a diagnosis. You can't really get put into the hospital for chronic pain, but it's still a diagnosis, but it's actually a side effect of diseases in your joints, right? Which means your microbiome is not balanced, your immune system is not ready. Circulations and toxins build up in your muscles. That's a side effect of a poor immune system. Your blood pressure getting higher and higher every day, not counting on the stress and all the stuff that we're going through. That's a symptom of a disease. That's a side effect of a poor immune system. Diabetes is not a disease. Extra sub-Q tissue, I don't like the word fat, is a progressive disease, but it's still a side effect of a poor immune system. If your microbiome is working great and you have good bacteria up here, these things are not going to happen, and you're not going to crave things that you would normally not eat or shouldn't eat. This is the epidemic, a poor immune system, which means an unbalanced microbiome. Good bacteria, bad bacteria, bad bacteria, good bacteria. Which way is yours balanced? Comment below. Comment below. An unbalanced microbiome, an unhealthy gut. And then with those, then you get poor functioning cells and your circulation gets worse. Those cells mutate and they stay that way. And then your disease and illness changes into something else. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, thyroid problems, GI problems, diabetes, pain problems, skin rashes. Most of these side effects of these diseases and more can be decreased through a lifestyle change. Just a little change, my friends. It's not hard. A little bit all the time. Remember, I said if one day's too hard, then you think of 1 minute. And if 1 minute's too hard, you think of that one bite that you're just about to take. Look up the side effects of the medications that you take. Look up the side effects of the medications that your loved one takes. They're kind of all together. And imagine taking a whole bunch of medications with all the same side effects. Where is America headed? Where are we headed? I'm not going to be in that realm. Absolutely. I'm changing. I want to be healthy. I want to be able around to help the earth and help my grandkids and great grandkids. GI problems, $136 billion a year. More money than cardiovascular and mental health put together. And that's just the people who say something's wrong. Some people don't come to the doctor until they're really, really sick because they've been taking over-the-counter medications. So what do you think the number is going to be for 2025? Comment below. Absolutely. What are we doing? What are we letting happen without even knowing? What are we not being told? You know what? That's why I'm here. Chatty Cathy. The difference is the reason, and I'm going to show you those differences because I want to make everybody in the world healthy. And if we can clean up America and make America healthy, then we can go help other people in other places. So let's talk about health insurers. 2016, $13.1 billion, and that's all of them. I didn't break them up. Up 46% from 2015. In 2017, 16.1 billion. In 2018, 23.4 billion. Who's running the healthcare system? Watch the Corbett Report. It was made in 2013 on Disclosed TV. Watch that. I was very amazed. I was very unhappy. The money spent for healthcare in 2019, all over the world, globally, was $8.7 trillion. In the United States, guess what it was? Comment below. 3.5 trillion a year, just for us. Now I got some homework for you. Look up what the world's largest food and beverage companies make. Nestle, you got Pepsi, you got Coca-Cola, you have Kraft, you have Heinz. Anheuser-Busch doesn't just make beer. Listen for my lecture on GMOs coming soon. I don't even drink American beer anymore. At least one grain is a GMO. Look it up. Look what they make. Comment down below. Let us all know. Their profits per year. Who do you think is controlling the healthcare industry? Do you think it's our doctors? Absolutely not. Which one of these trillion-dollar industries, don't even say billion, is controlling the other? I have a hierarchy of medicine podcast, and I still can't figure out which one to put on top. Pharmaceutical companies or health insurance companies or big food. But with that kind of money, they darn sure are controlling everything that happens to us, right? Love, like, and subscribe, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys listening to me. Comment below so we can all learn together. Look how much money the CEOs of all these companies make. One person. Comment below. Let me get more upset. I know some of the answers, but comment below. How much are they making a year? One person. And that doesn't include all the little extras that you get. Make sure that you're sitting down for that. Make sure you're sitting down. Now, just to be clear, I am not against anybody. We need pharmaceutical companies because of the great things that they do. We need our health insurers to make sure that things don't go out of control. We need big foods to help us and feed the world. We need everybody together. I'm not against medications that people take. You absolutely need them sometimes. The thing that I have a problem with is that we are not controlling our own destiny. We should all be working together. You and those people, me and those people, your family and those people. And the main thing, like I said before, is that we need to be the head honcho. We need to be the leader. We need to be the president. We need to keep files and write down everything and our questions and the answers that they give us. We need to be the alpha. Male or female, it doesn't matter. To protect ourselves, to protect our families, and to protect our friends. Because it's always about everybody, not just ourselves. The food industry doesn't care about your health. Although the labels on some of them say that they do. Ooh, wait till we do our label lecture. They just want you to have a full belly. Food companies just want to make sure that there's food on the table so people aren't hungry. But what are you eating? Pharmaceutical industry, does not care about the foods that we eat. They just want you to be free of the symptoms and the side effects that you get from whatever disease or illness that you have. or free from the side effects of the medications that you're taking already. That's all they care about. Remember, we are all in this together. Big food companies, the head guys, don't really know what the foods that they're making do to our lives, do to our bodies, do to our livelihoods, to our children's livelihoods. Like I said, they just want to make sure that people are fed. Make sure that we get our nutrients, or some of our nutrients, some of our vitamins, and some of our minerals. Are you actually absorbing them all that they put in there? Because some of them they add. Most important is that we have food on our table, and that's what they care about. And food in our schools, and that's what they care about. They should care about the quality, though, of the things that they're giving. And we're going to make sure that that happens, absolutely. But we have to change first at home and then bring it to the schools. Big food companies just don't know about the long-term side effects of the things that they're putting in our food. Oh, a little bit's okay. The FDA said it's okay. But a little bit all the time from every single meal and every single day? And if they do know what they're putting in the foods do to us, all the negative stuff, they're going to have to deal with somebody else later on. And pharmaceutical companies, they just want to make us healthier and decrease the side effects of our illnesses. They don't know the long-term side effects of the medications that we're taking. How long are studies usually done? 20 years before they even let it out? And if they do know, shame on them. You can't blame your doctors. You can't blame your caretakers because they just don't know. They're not taught. They're taught protocols. Dietitians and nutritionists, they're taught protocols. And who do you think writes their books? Why do you think his mind's going to be so different? Because big food companies and pharmaceutical companies did not write the books that I've read, the webinars that I've watched, the interviews that I've done. They just don't know. Our healthcare practitioners were not taught this. They are taught protocols. They're taught what to say, what to do, and what to prescribe for that problem. But you know what? All these facts and the things that I'm talking about are coming out. Many people are talking about this. Maybe not necessarily the same things I do, but many people are talking about it and writing about it. Pretty soon, nobody's going to be able to say that they did not know. Too many people are spreading the word, which is what we need to do to change the world to a better place. William Wilberforce stated, "You can choose to look away, but you can never say that you didn't know again once you know something." Right? I love these little sayings. I love these little sayings. Life extension is the new business. Aging could be the new disease. So life extension is the new business, the new trend. In about 10 years, that's when aging is going to be that disease. But we're not going to let it, because we can change a lot. In 10 years, let me tell you, you have to have medications to live. You have to have the doctors. You have to have the pharmaceutical companies. You have to have the insurance companies. Everything within our little cycle. Medicine, our medicine started back in the 20s and 30s. And now modern medicine is based on a disease-based model compared to back even in before Christ, 350 BC. They knew back then, Hippocrates knew, they all knew that all the diseases start in the gut. This is the problem. If you have a problem with your microbiome, then you're going to get other things. Integrated medicine, as far as Eastern, Western, there's so many different types. Which one should you be practicing? Maybe you should incorporate a little bit of everything. Thousands and thousands of years of other practices working. I think that we should learn every aspect, every angle, every side. If you have a problem with your diabetes, your high blood pressure, it doesn't matter. Learn all the way around. Learn from everybody. Especially if you have any medical problem that bothers you. How many people out there have a medical problem that bothers you? Comment below. You don't have to tell us what you have, but comment below. Integrate all of what medicine has to offer. Integrate it into your best life. It's the best thing you can do because you want to be successful. You want to be successful with health. You want to be successful with life. You want to be successful with love and everything that you are actually supposed to have in this lifetime. Just changing a few little things and accepting the things that I'm teaching you, the things that you're going to read when you look up the books and read them yourself. So many theories of anti-aging and how we get diseases and how we get illnesses. This is mine. This is mine. This is the kind of work that I want to do now. I was thinking maybe I should go back to the ER to help out, but I just can't do it anymore. It's not the same as it used to be. This is the kind of work that I want to do. This is the kind of work that I'm drawn to. Who'd have thought that I'd be teaching on the internet, no doubt. After 35 years in emergency medicine, now look what I'm doing now. And all that I offer when I speak and when I teach is based on personal experience and the things that I've put together, the facts that I've put together, the knowledge that I've learned over the past 35, like I said, /9 years, all the things that I've learned along the way. I've studied for thousands of hours. I've written many, many podcasts, many, many papers, many, many lectures. I've practiced, I've learned, I've failed, but I got right back up again because I want to be healthy. I'm ready for my soulmate to come in here, you know? I'm ready to be around for my son and my grandchildren and my great-great-grandchildren. For me, being a nurse over the last 9/35 years, I've always thought you got to prove it. You got to give me the testimonials. You have to show me the science or I'm not even going to look twice. And I did. I looked them all up. I am not wrong. Remember, you too can get all this information. You just got to let me know. But the main thing I did is kind of did all the research for you and put it all together. And now that I put it together and I've lived it in my own life, it's actually time for me to share it with everybody else. This is for your benefit. And mine too, because I love it when people are happy. I love it when people are healthy. I love a happy ending. And we can all have that with just a little bit of change. That's all we have to have. And I'll be here to help you. Please read the books. Learn yourself, help your family, help your friends. What I share is 100% of what I know, 100% of what I believe in, 200% of what I believe in about myself and my health. This is my truth, and this is coming from my heart, and we are all together. And you can't say, oh, I'm this gonna, you know what? A human is a human. Yes, there's differences between men and women and how big you are and how much muscle you have. Absolutely. But it doesn't matter. We're still all human. And we all have to help each other. Everyone possible. And I'm just here to make everyone healthier and to give you a chance to know what else can happen, to teach you about what you're actually putting in your body and what that stuff does to your body. I just make it easier. I make it funner. I'm sorry I cried a second ago, but you know, sometimes that happens. But at least I haven't cussed yet. I'm trying to be really good. I'm trying to help you laugh and smile and learn pre-prevention and prevention and anti-aging. This information that I give you is not meant to diagnose anything that you have. It's not meant to cure or change any disease or illness that you have. It's not here to treat any disease or illness. You have to let your doctor know what you're doing, changing your diet. You have to let your healthcare practitioners know what you are doing different to be healthy. You have to let them know. Write them down. Write their questions down. Let them know. Absolutely. They're going to be so Proud of you. Remember that we are all in this together. All in this together. And basically what I did, which is what you need to do, is just to open your mind just to a new thought process. A little bit at a time. I did it over the last 9 years because I was kind of selfish. Like I said, I didn't want to be sick. I didn't want to have to take blood pressure medicine, and because of the blood pressure medicine, take a water pill, and because of the water pill, take a potassium pill. No, I did not want to do that. And I changed my microbiome. I changed my immune system so I don't have to do that anymore. And I keep track of it. I keep track of it. I have my own blood pressure cuff, and I know what I need to do if it gets elevated. And I let my doctor know every single time. But since then, since I've learned all this, I have balanced my microbiome, almost balanced. And I've increased my immune system's function. When's the last time that I actually had a cold? I couldn't tell you. 8 years ago, maybe? I've slowed down my aging process. And thank goodness I can still learn every single day. What I do is simply better my immune system. That's right there on my webpage. Better your immune system. Write that down. Better your immune system. How are you going to do that? How are you going to build yours up so better things happen to you, happen to your health? So better things happen to your family and your kids. The difference is the reason. The difference is the reason. These are the things that I do for my health. These are the things that I'm going to teach you every Wednesday. Just a few little things. And I've broken them up, like I said, so a little bit easier to understand. These are the things that I'm going to show you every Wednesday. Because I already teach my family. And some of them, goodness, some of them don't even believe me. But you know what? They're their own people. This is what I teach my friends. People call me all the time. Hey, Kath, what about this, this, and this? Absolutely. Thank goodness they call me. Everything that I teach is all backed by science. Otherwise, I would have not have looked twice at all. And like I said, don't trust me? Look it up yourself. And if there's anybody that's negative, that doesn't want to be on these podcasts, don't be mean. Don't be negative. I love you. Just go away. Do what you need to do. But if you want to come back, absolutely. We will welcome you because I want everybody to be healthy. Love, learn, and take control. Absolutely. Love, like, share, subscribe. Whew, I didn't even mess that one up. Say that fast 5 times. Actually, no. Everybody needs to be happy, healthy. Everyone needs to be happy on this podcast. Otherwise, it's really not worth it. And I'm going to make sure. Share your stories with us. It might help somebody else. Comment below what you want to. Comment below your positive thoughts and what you're doing. Write your notes in your notebook. Write your thoughts and your sayings in your little notebook. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me again. Like I said, love, like, share, subscribe so we can get more people. And so you know the next topic that's coming up every single Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And the first one was February 3rd. So think about this. I know that you're not really sick and you eat healthy and your immune system is kind of balanced. But are you truly healthy? Ask yourself. Take a deep breath and think about it tonight. We have a lot to talk about in the next few years, and I cannot wait. What goes next? What to do? I can't wait to meet you guys. I can't wait to listen to your life stories and see how much you're going to grow and be happy and healthy. I'm just so excited. Thank you so much for joining me today on my reason why. I got this tattoo. I don't know if you guys can see that. But the big heart, of course, is balancing your microbiome. Getting that down. And then we have Jean and the M for Beamer. These are some of the things that I do. Not necessarily you have to do, but these are some of the things that I do to boost my immune system. So until next time, next week we're going to be talking about our microbiome. How do you get your bacteria to start with, and what can you do to make sure that you feed it the right things? Because they actually control what's going on. Remember? First brain, second brain, third brain. This controls what's going on. It tells your brain what you want to eat. It tells your body what you want to eat. So until next time, so this is Chatty Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next Wednesday. Love, loves.